What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new Brawl Stars video. Today we are going to be going over the entire brand new update. Now, this is not a massive update, but there are some significant changes we do need to talk about, and then we're going to play some Terra in Showdown. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so the first thing to talk about here is tickets. Now tickets are permanent. They don't disappear after every single event, which is awesome. I'm very, very happy to see that. That's probably one of the better changes they've made in this particular update. And you can actually buy them for gems. Now, if you guys go over here, first off, you're actually going to notice that the coin booster is totally gone. You can't buy it anymore. I probably should have got some of them while it was still in the shop, but whatever, that's fine. If you guys got some, let me know how long you actually decided to purchase. I saw some people got like over a year of coin booster, which is insane. I don't think I would have done that, but okay. So actually it looks like you can't buy them currently from the shop. Maybe it actually comes up here in the main screen if you want to go ahead and buy them, but I don't see any actual way to purchase them immediately unless I'm missing something. Please point it out, but I don't see any way you can purchase the tickets right now. So I guess, yeah, it says that, oh, they're only visible while an event is active. Okay, see, I should have kept reading. That makes sense. Okay, you also have a couple more stakes for the ticketed events, so you can do now 2, 3, 4, and 15 tickets, whereas before it was only 1, 5, 10, and 20. So that's pretty nice as well, you know, sort of round things out to make it so you can get rid of all the tickets you want to in a given event, which is nice. You know, maybe you don't have the time to play through all of those one ticket matches, so you go 2 or 3 to just round out the rest of them that you have. So that's nice. It's a nice change. So coin boosters, I think we're going to see some direct responses to this removal in the future. I think we're probably going to get an event that actually gives you tons of coins by playing it. Probably a ticketed event, sort of like a gold rush event, that you can expect to get like 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 even coins in it. And it probably won't be for a little while to maybe time out some of those extra coin boosters people picked up. But I'm not positive about that. I could be totally wrong, but I just feel like that's the way they're going. There's probably going to be some sort of gold rush event that's ticketed. So keep an eye out for that in the next update or a few updates from now. Coin double or drop rate chance is doubled. I mean, that's fine. I can get down with that. That's pretty nice. Replacing booster drops, I mean, I don't know. I kind of want more tokens. Upgrade tokens are kind of sought after at this point, and I want the upgrades, I want the tokens. So I don't know if I personally am a huge fan of that, but I guess getting free coins from stuff is always welcome, so I'll take it, you know? Moving on, we've got game rooms. Now you can open brawl boxes in game rooms, which is nice. And then when the game room owner leaves the room, then another player is going to be promoted to the owner instead of just disbanding the whole thing, which is nice. Again, it's just a quality of life function that's nice to have. Moving on, we got some UI changes, new health and ammo bar style, so that's fine. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, so we'll have to check that out if it's that impactful. But it's a UI change. You know, they're just trying to sort of flatten the style so they can build off of it in the future, which is good. Hit indicator added to super button, another amazing change. I talked about this in another video a couple times, actually, in a few videos, because I've always been a huge fan of being able to sort of see in the corner of your eye when your super goes up and you don't necessarily see the shot hit from like playing Colt or someone like that. And maybe even like Ricochet, you know, a lot of the long range brawlers, you don't necessarily see your actual attack hit the opponent, but the super bar goes up, so you get an indication that it actually hit. Now, you actually have that hit indicator no matter what, which is absolutely amazing. Definitely a indirect buff to all of these brawlers because you can play at their maximum range, which is fantastic. I'm a huge fan of this. So that's one of my favorite changes easily out of this update. It's fantastic. Joystick size is now properly scaled to match the physical size of the device. We'll have to see about that. I'm not entirely sure about what that means yet. Added the trophy sorted brawler list page back to... Oh, added the sorted brawler list back to the player's profile page. Good deal. I mean, people were actually complaining about that. It wasn't really a big deal in my opinion, but some people were pretty upset by that change, so it's nice to see that it's back. Brawler trophies added to the battle end screen. That's also nice because we can sort of keep the match making in check, which is definitely going to be more impactful when the game goes global, because as you guys know, right now matchmaking is not going to be great because of the very small player base compared to what it eventually will be. so things can't necessarily be in like a real-time matchmaking scenario as accurate to your skill level as they'll be in the future. And we'll definitely be able to see that in action when this game does go global. I'm sure you guys can feel a lot of the general discontent in the community when it comes to sort of just the matchmaking in general, but that will be fixed. I can definitely guarantee you guys that. So we got some bug fixes as well. You know, these are just normal bug fixes. I don't really feel the need to go over them necessarily because there's nothing necessarily amazing that happened here. Just stuff that shouldn't have happened, like flying bulls and Daryls when they were going at another character. If they hit pushback at just the right time, then like while they were using their super, then they can like fly straight high up in the air, and that was pretty hilarious. But I guess they fixed it, so unfortunately no more flying bulls and Daryls. That was a pretty funny highlight when that happened. A few times I saw it happen, so that's pretty cool. But they fixed it, so you know, that's whatever. Guess we have those highlights to remember it by, though. So let's go ahead and run into some Showdown, guys. But yeah, overall, that update, it's not bad. Sorry I sort of stumbled over my thoughts on that. I don't have a whole lot of thoughts for this update because, again, it's not one of those massive updates. It's just one of the UI updates, one of the quality of life updates where they fix some bugs, they make it better for everyone overall, and maybe do some balance changes. And the balance changes are actually probably the biggest part of this. The main one being Crow got nerfed, but there's also a few others we can go over right after this match. I don't know why you're trying to team with me right now. You know, I'm gonna definitely kill you. We are going in. We are going in, my friend. Going in. Come on. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Take that power up. There we go. Let's try to see if we can take out this Terra as well. That would be awesome. We got a bull over here that we could also do some damage to long range, which would be nice. Got a nice little Daryl over here, just minding his own business. We're gonna take him out as well if we can possibly do it. He's not doing too well here. He's really not. All right, that's something we don't want to be dealing with right here. Don't want to be dealing with. I'm gonna die right now. I'm dead. Ouch. 6th place. That is pretty unfortunate. But we're still gonna get +1 trophy actually, since we're only at like 60 trophies right now. So let's run over to the balance changes. For some reason it's not coming up. I'm not entirely sure why. Here we go. Balance changes. Okay. So the event balance changes, I almost totally forgot about this, so sorry guys. But we're gonna go ahead and just talk about this for a little bit. Now, there were some event balance changes here, but I don't think that it's necessarily worth talking about, other than the fact that there was a Temple Ruins strategy where Barley, Dynamite, and Mortis were used as a combo. So Mortis can run in, grab the star, and then right back to their starting area. And then Dynamite and Barley were able to actually just sort of lock down the whole area. And that was sort of an oppressive strategy, actually. If you didn't have certain brawlers on your team, if you were queuing up randomly against a pre-made team that was using that strategy, you don't have a really great chance of beating it. It's a very difficult strategy to beat, even when you're cohesively working together as a team, let alone in a random match. So it's nice to see they are making that a little bit less effective. Okay, so Primo got a little bit of a buff and a kind of nerf, not really a nerf. Burn duration reduced from 5 to 4 seconds, but the damage was increased from 400 to 600, and he got a health buff as well. I don't know how I feel about that. You know, the burn is kind of nice because it sort of works like Crow's poison, but they're sort of nerfing that in this update as well, so I don't know if they're going for sort of a standard burn duration, and if that's going to be sort of reiterated in the future with future brawlers or future events. But we'll have to see about that. I'm curious to see if this boosts his win rate pretty significantly, because having extra damage, having extra health, specifically the health, is always going to be welcome. But the damage seems like it might be a bit of a buff and a bit of a nerf, just because the smaller duration can be a good thing, but it also can be a bad thing when you're going for the lack of healing on the opposing team. You're trying to make it so they can't heal. Maybe you're using Primo with his star power. You're using Crow to ensure that they can't heal. I mean, that's a valid strategy in my opinion, and I do think that this is a bit of a nerf to that specific strategy. Moving on, we got Bull. His health increased by 200. That's fine. Main attack damage increased from 400 to 440. That's cool. Star power now triggers at 50% health, up from 30%. Think this was a necessary change. Let's be honest here, guys. No one was getting that star power and thinking it was the best star power. No one was getting it and thinking it wasn't the worst star power, I don't think. I'm pretty sure that it's almost universally heralded as the worst star power in the game currently. So getting that buff is definitely very, very welcome, even though I don't think it's going to impact his gameplay that much, because still having to be at a lower health, you know, it's not going to proc unless he's in danger. And being a close-up brawler, a close-range brawler that has to be right up on the opponent to do any significant damage, means that when he's able to be down on health, then he's going to be able to benefit by his star power by using it, but he's going to be low on health close to the enemy brawler, so probably not going to be able to use it very much, and I doubt it's going to actually impact the game enough to be useful in many scenarios where you'd be using Bull. So I'm still not entirely sold on this star power, I guess is what I'm getting at. Bo got a buff for some reason. I have absolutely no idea why. His vision was increased from 5 to 6 tiles. That makes him see almost all of the bounty map that has all of the bushes and everything. Not sure about that one. We'll have to see if that changes usage in the future and if that changes the win rate in the future. But I already thought Bo was pretty overpowered, so I guess he must be seeing some lower usage in high trophy games, because that's the only thing that could really explain a few of these changes. Brock got a buff on his star power. I think that's probably necessary. I'm excited to see if it increases his usage rate, but I would like to see the fiery explosion from his star power actually be expanded in tile range, you know, maybe from 1 tile or 2 tiles to 3 tiles, you know. I don't know exactly what the tile range is, but I'd like to see that expanded more than I'd like the more damage or increased damage. Now Crow's nerf. Crow's supercharges a little slower. That's fine. You know, going from 5 daggers plus poison to 6 daggers plus poison, that's fine. I totally see nothing wrong with that. His poison duration was reduced from 5 to 4 seconds, but the total damage is the same. So again, this is sort of a primo situation because it goes and sort of removes some of Crow's uniqueness, okay? Which is his ability basically to keep the enemy team from healing, to stop them from healing in like any situation. You know, obviously the only way they'd be able to heal while they're poisoned is with a Pam effect or a Poco effect or something like that. Otherwise they're just not able to heal up because they're still taking damage, and then that's going to reset their heal clock. So having it reduced from 5 to 4, I don't know how impactful that's going to be because the damage again is the same, but you know, it sort of is a bigger nerf than what it sounds like, because Crow's main usage is not because of his damage necessarily, but because he can stop the enemy team from healing. So I like the change because, you know, I do think that Supercell probably sees the statistics in high trophy games and they're like, oh, Crow definitely needed a nerf, but how are we going to nerf him so the general player base still feels okay playing him? And the poison duration is definitely a solid way for them to do that, as well as the supercharge being just a little bit slower. It's a nice change, you know. It's a really solid change because they're not just destroying him, they're sort of changing him in a way that makes him less effective for high trophy players, but pretty much more or less the same for lower trophy players. Colt got a nerf on his reload time, probably necessary, honestly not entirely sure, but you know, he's a pretty awesome brawler, especially maxed out, so I can't really fault them for that. Mortis? Why? Why did you get nerfed? Why, Mortis? Why? I don't understand this one at all. Going from 1200 to 1000 per soul collected with his star power. Not sure what prompted that, really. I don't understand it at all. But again, it's probably high trophy games. You know, if there's something, generally it's a pretty iron rule, okay? You know, if something doesn't make any sense at all to you, Supercell's not doing it randomly, okay? It's probably almost always going to be just because of high trophy games and statistics that have to do with high trophy games. And that's pretty much it, you know? If the high trophy players are confused too, then you're probably going to hear more of an uproar about it from them as well. So you can keep an eye out for that if there's truly like no reason for it to have happened. But most of the time it's because high trophy games and the average player's games are so radically different that you really can't compare them, and the meta is going to be so different that, you know, maybe Mortis was OP with his star power in high trophy games, and we would never know that because we are the average players. You know, some of you guys viewing this might be, you know, better than average, but most of us are going to be average just purely based on statistics. So, moving on, Nita got a bit of a buff. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I haven't seen very much Nita maxed out, so I'm excited to see if this boosts her usage rate. Pam got a little bit of a nerf on her healing station. That's fine. She also got a fix where her healing station would actually decay over time, which was kind of odd. I'm not sure why that happened, but, you know, they fixed it. Daryl got a whole bunch of buffs. Like, good grief. Everything pretty much is a buff here. Plenty of fixes, obviously, as well. But the super roll speed decrease is actually... It looks like a nerf, and I guess in some situations it can be, but I guess having 400 less roll speed on that is a little more manageable as well, so it's kind of a buff and a nerf at the same time. Again, in different situations, it's gonna be either a buff or a nerf, so we'll have to see about that one. But, you know, the numbers are good, the attack shots being fired a bit closer together, that's nice, you know, it's great. Overall, it's not a bad change at all. Definitely some nice buffs there. New star power on Poco, so I believe this actually makes his old star power totally gone, like his swan song's gone. I think. I'm not positive. We'll go ahead and check that in a second. But new star power. Poco's main attack now also heals allies for 200 health per hit. Very, very nice to see. Passive healing is back, guys. This was how it used to be when Brawl Stars first released. Very, very nice to see that, guys. I'm very happy about that change. Basically just makes Poco as useful as he used to be back when Brawl Stars released, which is just great to see. So I'm excited about that. I think he might actually be used as a support again, which is great. Spike got a little bit of a nerf on his star power, which is fine. Again, I'm not really against that at all. He's a very powerful brawler. Getting a little bit of a nerf wouldn't hurt him very much at all. Tara got a little bit of a buff. Her star power's companion health is increased by 400. You know, this is fine. I'm okay with it. Again, you know, buffs on Tara are going to be pretty significant moving forward because, again, we're going to have more cohesive teams that adopt Tara as their support because her super works so well if you're in a voice call with friends or in person with friends actually communicating right next to them, like live, so you can sort of coordinate supers. Tara's super is one of the best ones for that. So once that sort of, I guess, sort of leaks into competitive play in this game, we're going to see that be very significant. She'll probably end up eating some nerfs because of competitive play eventually, but right now she's fine and I'm happy with the change. And then we got some new sort of visual effects for Ricochet, and the damage was reduced from 100 to 80 for his star power, which, again, you know, he's very powerful, so I can definitely see that. Let's go ahead and check out Poco real quick. I'm curious. Can I click on this? Yeah, okay, so Swan Song is totally gone, and now he has a brand new star power. Interesting. We'll have to see how that changes the game. Let's do a couple more matches. I know this is going to be a long video, but I didn't really intend for the whole talking about the update to be that long, so we're just going to do some matches now. Again, sorry if this video is a little disjointed. You know, I wish I had this stuff in advance. I would make a much more thought out video that has a lot of editing and everything, but I don't necessarily have the time at this point to be able to do that because I don't have all of the notes and everything in advance to make the videos on it. So in the future it might be better, but right now it's just what we're gonna have to deal with. Okay, guys, just so you're aware, you know, my ambitions definitely lie higher than that, but you know, we'll have to see. Now we know Shelly's sitting right in there. We know she's in there. Definitely want to take these power-ups. They are mine. They are mine. Thank you very much. We'll just eat all of them. All of those shots. They are my power-ups, Jesse. They are mine. Thank you very much. These are my power-ups too. I'm not sure what you're doing. Jesse, you are not gonna... This is not gonna go well for you, girl. You are just... It's not gonna go well for you, okay? It's just not. Could you just stop? Could you just leave me alone to do my own thing? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna grab all of these power-ups right now. Absolutely looking unstoppable as it is. Definitely not too bad. Not a bad way to start things off, doing 731 damage per hit. And about 2/3 on our supercharge as well, which I'm very happy about. So let's go ahead and do this. Oh, that's a Shelly. Okay, let's not deal with that because she is tough to deal with. She is a tough cookie. And we're going to be able to take her right out. I'm going to shoot my super off. That's going to grab a couple shots on Jessie there, which is fine by me. You know, again, we're sitting at 9 power-ups, 7,200 HP, and we're playing a shotgun brawler. This with piercing, with penetration, with piercing, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty solid, guys. We're gonna definitely do some good stuff here. I'm gonna destroy that turret real quick and easy. And now we've got some Terra action going on here. This is good. This is good. She's gonna go down real fast. That's fine. We're gonna go up to 11 power-ups, my friends. This is game. If I lose this one, then I just need to quit. I like there was no way that I should have lost that. No world I should have lost the 2 Terras that had way less power-ups than me. So that was a solid game. That was a solid game. We definitely took that one home pretty easy. Got to jump into another one. And we're just gonna take the long video today, guys. So let me know if you guys like the length of today's video. You know, we could make some longer videos in the future if you guys want to do that. But I don't know. A lot of people in my last video that was long asked for shorter videos, believe it or not. So I don't know. I guess it kind of depends on what you guys want to see. We got Pam going in here. She was trying to get something done, didn't really, but you know, that's fine. She can do what she wants to do. That's all good. She's gonna try to get right up on me here, which is a bad plan. Very bad plan. Do some damage. Do some damage. Bam! Super dead. Thank you very much for the power up, Pam. I appreciate it. Got some Daryls going around here. That's pretty funny. Okay. Let's take out Daryl real fast. Let's do that. Oh, one more. Ouch. Ricochet with 8 power-ups. That's terrifying. Oh, 7 power-ups. Sorry, he got one of them before I saw his power-up number. This is going to be a rough one, guys. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat this Ricochet. He's pretty powerful, and we don't have our super or anything. We'll try to get a team going on or something. I don't know. But I'm going to do some damage to him while I can, because he's terrifyingly powerful. 640 damage per hit. Like, this is bad. He can 3-hit me right now. Especially if he doesn't have his star power. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, so we got second place because we took out Daryl. He got a little bit overwhelmed and wasn't able to do anything in that situation. So that's pretty nice. Going up to 77 trophies. We're going to do one more match, guys. Just one more, and then we'll call it a day. I wanted to get you guys some solid gameplay today. I was really looking forward to playing some Terra and Showdown, and then all of a sudden, 15 minutes later, I've just talked about the new update, and it's like, this isn't a massive update. I don't know how there was that much to talk about, but okay. You know, if in the moment I feel like discussing things a little bit more in depth, that's totally fine. All well and good. We got one. Okay, we got a Colt. We got a Colt coming in hot, and he's not doing too much here. Really not getting anything done. This is solid. Oh, wow. We're going to be able to take 2. Sweet. Sweet. We are dead. Sweet. All right. 7th place, guys. Great way to end off the video. Just going 7th place against some Daryls. That was unfortunate. Okay. Well, that's gonna have to be how it ends, unfortunately, guys. We're sitting at about 24 minutes recorded, so that's about it for this one. 3643 trophies. I know we're not at a huge amount of trophies, guys, and I never claim to be the best at anything to do with this game at all. Okay, this is something that I just play for fun, and a lot of you guys seem to enjoy me playing it for fun. So I just want to sort of address really quickly a lot of comments I've been getting lately, because a lot of people have been saying like, "Oh, Chiken, you suck at this game. Why do you have so few trophies?" You know, and just a huge assorted array of different insults about my skill level, or what you guys think my skill level is, or whatever, you know. And this doesn't apply to all of you, just the people that are giving me those comments. And I totally get the criticism and everything, but I will say that I've never played any mobile games or anything like this competitively. You know, I've never aimed to be the competitive center of YouTube for any game like this, and I never aimed to be competitive in any game like this, okay? And I'm not aiming to be like that now, okay? I'm just trying to be entertaining. I'm trying to get you guys my own look at updates and new game modes and new brawlers, and just having fun doing things at my own rate and progressing slowly, because otherwise you burn out on games really easily when you're making YouTube videos. You have to be knowledgeable about it, which means you end up spending a lot more time just researching things than the average person will that just plays the game. So there tends to be a lot of YouTubers that sort of just fake their enthusiasm, don't necessarily have any real enjoyment when it comes to recording and playing the games that they're playing. So my way of avoiding that is to just progress naturally, you know, just play a couple matches here and there, play some games with my friends, play some games with my little brother, and not go like super hardcore competitive mode to try to get the most trophies, because I know that'll burn me out on the game, and I don't want that for this game. I think this game is going to go places that very few mobile games have gone in the future. So, you know, I just have a lot of enthusiasm for it right now, and I don't want that to go away, so I hope you guys understand. But yeah, guys, that's going to be about it for this very long video. Until the next one, peace.